Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of my debut video. I am so sorry that it's 2 weeks late. I really am. But when I uploaded my debut video, I was starting a 6 straight day work week since I took that weekend off because it was your girl's birthday. The big, I don't want to say. But then after that, you have an idea how like when you're seriously stressed with all the work and like minimum sleep you get, that you just like knock out. I took like 4 naps that day. I was supposed to record Monday to upload Tuesday, and my whole sync was out of whack. I spent my day sleeping or literally just sleeping. So I was like, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Then, literally, that same exact week, a few days later, they're like, oh my God, Florida's going to get a hurricane. Okay. So, yes, I live in Florida. And Dorian, which, by the way, is just horrible name, unless you're watching 50 Shades of Grey, didn't even pass by Miami. So I was like very disappointed. And then literally I just like, when you're working around the clock, I work at a supermarket, you're working around the clock, and it's just like, we need you, and I'm like, yes, money. Because we have if you have me on IG, you'd see like all the videos I post of how broke I am. I don't think you guys need to know that. Anyway, so yeah, it's up until now, just now, that I got some downtime to record for you guys. Like I said, I'm so sorry that it was 2 weeks late. But here I am. We're back to recording and back to talking about your loves. So, who were we on last time? Oh yes, we were on love number 5. No, we were on love number 3. Love number 3. I prefer not to name names when I'm talking about people. I rather keep it intimate, only because there's only so much social media should know, and you guys are knowing this, so that's as intimate as it's gonna get. Anyway, love number 3. Wow, love number 3. We're gonna go back, real back. By the way, everybody, say hi to my child, who decided to move there instead of over there where she was before I started recording. But when she saw the camera, I think she said, ooh, I want to be in mommy's video. Say hi, baby. Look at them little ears. Look at that. Anyways, let's go way back. We're traveling back in time, to MySpace days. What year was this? Jesus Christ. Let's see. It was 2006. 2006. Oh God, 2006. Where I met who at that point I thought was the love of my really very short life. Let's call him Jay, because I really loved his name, but we're not gonna say it, so we're gonna call him Jay. Jay was an anime lover, a music lover, a guitar player, a drum player, with 2 younger siblings, and he totally understood me, like more than most people did. We dated for 3 years. That's my longest relationship. 3 years. 3 years and a few months. So I have a lot of experience. I don't. I really don't. Because Jay was ahead of his time. He was an overachiever, a great thinker. He was brilliant. Everybody loved him. But you know what sucks about being in a relationship with someone for 3 years? When it's long distance. Plot twist, bitch. Long distance. How do you last with someone for 3 years long distance? You could do it. If you really love each other, if you're committed to each other, and you do everything you can to see each other. Mind you, we were just kids. We're broke. We can't just say, let's take a flight to where he was from to where I was from and then just like make it work. No, we're kids. We're 16-year-old kids where we're just like long distance, MySpace, every chance I could, every text message. My mom had to get a new plan because back in those days, texts did not include with your phone. Bitch, I'm old. Okay? Text did not come with it, so it's just like, yo, you have to get it added to your text. And like, I wore off the keyboard, not even the keyboard, the little dial pad to my phone because that's how much we texted. It was like, it was real love. And I didn't think it was gonna last because he had dreams of marriage, kids, and I don't believe in marriage and kids. And I know, like, you should, right? Or like have some aspect of wanting to fall in love, wanting to have children, wanting to have it, not all, but a good portion of it. So I didn't want any of that. And Jay did. So I was like, I love you. I do. A lot. And I want you to love me for me. But if you can't love the fact that I don't want marriage, I don't want kids. I mean, you're 16, right? You don't want that. You don't want to have all that. I mean, I wanted to break the cycle that existed in my family. My mom got married at a real early age. She had my brother. She had my sister. Then she had my brother. And then almost 10 years later, she had me. I mean, then my sister had her child when she was like, 14 going on 15. And then my niece had her child when she was like 17 going into 18. I mean, I just wanted to break the cycle, you know. I didn't want to share my life or share our life with someone else when right now everything was pretty sweet. So I was like, don't answer me now. Take time to think about it. Tell me what you really want. Tell me that if we keep going ahead, we will do it at a small pace. You know, I don't want us to be second guessing ourselves. We should never second guess ourselves when we're in a relationship with somebody. It's horrible. Always be upfront. Always be upfront with who you are with, because it saves you so much time. Always be upfront. Never think in your head and then say, oh, I don't know. No, never second guess when you're with someone. It's the most brutal honesty, open, let's be adults, doesn't matter how old we are type thing. You have to be honest with who you love, with who you're with your partner. You have to be honest. If you're not honest, it's not gonna work. I told him, think it over, because if this is a make it or break it for you, I will let you go. You can go. Find yourself someone who loves you. Find yourself someone who wants what you want. Find yourself someone who you know that the future that you are looking for, you will be able to have. So, for like 2 weeks, we still talked. We texted. Every morning, I'd get a beautiful text. Every night, I'd go to sleep, and it's happy. We'd still continue our norm, but you have to have room to think. So I gave him his room to think. At the same time, like, I didn't push it, I didn't blunder it, I didn't say, so what's your answer? No, come to me and tell me the truth when you're ready. That's what you're supposed to do, right? So he says, I thought about what you said. I thought about your concerns, your mishaps, your wants, your desires, everything that we were talking about. And I'll accept it. I'll accept that you don't want that in the future. For now. And that's great. I'm like, are you sure? Because it could be a while. It could be a while until I say, let's have the ring. Let's have the dress. Let's have the kids. Let's have the white picket fence. Mind you, I don't really like houses. I like apartments. I'm an apartment girl. I'm a city girl. No pun intended with that other city girl bullshit that they be spewing, alright? I'm a city girl. I like the tall buildings. I like the little balconies. I like the elevator rides up to like the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th floor. Bitch, there is this building in New York City, White Plains, Westchester County, that is super tall. Like, every time I went to White Plains, I'd sit in the little tiny garden that they have outside the building, and I'd look up. I'd go like this. I'd look all the way up, and then I'd be like, I'm living here one day. I want to go to the highest peak, right? Like, you want to look up. You want to look up. You want to look up. And then you just want to see it all. It's like, that's the highest you can go to reach the stars, So, I wanted to look all the way up. I wanted to look out. And then I started to picture him with me. And I was like, holy crap. That's a big deal for me. It's a big deal for me. It's a humongous big deal for me. Because I always thought, if all my dreams come true, who's right next to me? It could be a dog. I'm a dog person. I really am. Y'all see my baby? Hold on. Y'all see my baby? Y'all see this? Yes, mommy loves you too. Get away. Yes. I picture a dog, because she's not my first choice. But I picture a dog, and I'll be super cliche. I'll be like that rich girl who just has like different lovers or whatever, and it was just like, he can go and take his taxi, because there was no Uber during that time, or he could take that bus or that Metro North. Point is, he could take all of that. And he was next to me in that building, and we were looking out there, and like, I didn't tell him because it scared me. It scares you. The future scares you. It doesn't matter if it's like right there, straight in your face. You don't know what's gonna happen 10, 15, 20, 10 days from now, 40 years. You don't know. It could be staring at you right in your face, but you don't know what's gonna happen that second later, that minute later, that hour, those days, those weeks, those months. You don't know what's going to happen. So I kept it quiet. I was just like, I love you. You know, I love you. And I want you to just love me too. You know, just the way I am. I was over the moon. And I'm thinking, I'm up there in the stars looking over, but you're right there with me. And I love that. And then, like, one day, 3 years later, we were together 3 years, okay? 3 years. Like, 3 years later, he's like, so I want to ask you something. What? Why are you so serious? You good? You okay? Is everything all right? What's wrong? Are you dumping me? Are you dumping me? No. So I know you had reservations. I know that a piece of paper and a ring don't mean anything, and they don't. I feel like if you really love somebody, you'll stick by them. They'll be your partner. That doesn't include a ring. It doesn't include the paper. Your partners, your spiritual partners, your emotional partners, physical, mental, your partners. That's your soulmate. You don't need anything else to compute that. You know, and I'm like, okay, you're my soulmate. I love you. You're my soulmate. And you're mine. But I want to make it official. I want you to wear my ring. I want you to be my wife. And I'm just like, whoa. Like, whoa. We're like, what? 18, 19? And I'm just like, yo, what's up with the world? Like, I think about you in every single thing that I want in my future. And I'm getting the idea of having your name attached to my name, because I ain't changing no name for no bruh. Sorry. Hyphenate all day, every day. Sorry. Not sorry. Anyway, and I was like, you know what? Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. You and me. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And can you believe it? You're 19. Okay? You're 19. You're engaged to the love of your life. The love of your life. The love of your life. It doesn't get any sweeter than that. It doesn't get any more than that. Like, that feeling that I used to have when I'd sit there in White Plains and look all the way up to that building. And mind you, I'm afraid of heights. But to be on, like, almost the last floor of that building and looking at my favorite little town, that high did not even compare to the high I felt when I said yes. So, what do you do after that? Like, you tell everybody, right? You tell everybody who matters, all your friends, everybody who knows you, deeply knows you, and you just blur it out, and you're just like, I'm engaged. And then you're just like, holy shit, it's true, it's real, it's crazy, but I'm engaged. And it doesn't get any sweeter than that. But things don't always last. You have to learn to live every single moment you have with the person you love, because you don't know. You don't know what's gonna happen. And we watched each other grow up, and it's so weird. It's so weird when one day you're the happiest person in the whole world. You're the happiest in the whole world. And what's better than that? It was a cheesecake moment, you know. I love cheesecake. Give me some cheesecake. I'm the happiest person in the world. And back then, I guess it was like an anime moment or a new episode of an anime that you're like waiting on for like a week. The excitement, the thrill, you're just like, holy shit. And it was a plot twist. And it all goes downhill when one day you get a text while you're in class. And the love of your life is gone. And a mugging gone wrong. Can you believe that? And a freaking mugging gone wrong. The love of your life. Just gone. And you don't know how to react. You don't know what to do. You're still in class, so it's not like you can like pick yourself up and go cry in the restroom. No, you don't. You don't know what to do. I don't even know how I got home that night, honestly. Like, when I reached my block, I thought I was gonna let all those tears out. I did. I didn't pass anybody. So it's just like the tears kept coming and they kept coming and they kept coming. And then I got home. And I'm like, okay, I'm cool. I'm freaking cool. Like, I'll cry about it when my mom's asleep. I'll cry about it when no one's looking at me, because I don't like people seeing me cry. I look real ugly, snotty, wakala. But it's like a piercing to your heart, you know, and I don't know how I made it through. I don't know how I kept going. Because how do you cope with that? When you're 19, how do you cope with that? How do you cope with losing somebody? How do you cope with losing your best friend? How do you cope with losing the person who changed you? Because the idea of marriage never came through until I met him. So, sorry. It was hard. And then my mom didn't know what to do because she thought I was gonna spiral. I thought I was gonna spiral. I've suffered from depression for the longest of time, and she thought, is this it? Is this what's gonna kill my child? Is this what's gonna have her have just like, you know, over the edge? Am I gonna jump over that edge where I don't come back? Honestly, I don't know. Or I didn't know. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know how I was gonna keep going. he was the greatest love I've ever had. And it was just, how do you come back from that? You don't. Not for 5 years. Not for 5 years. For 5 whole years, I had nobody. I didn't date for real. It was casual stuff. It was trash. Like, I didn't know what to do. And it breaks you, you know? It breaks you. For a while, it breaks you. I don't know. I spent some days home alone. I spent a whole week out away from school. A whole week. It was just, I didn't know what to do. Even now I think about it, and I'm just like, wow. But I'm here. It's just that it's hard, you know. He's not, and it's just, it kills you. It kills you after a while. You're just like, he changed me completely. The thought of marriage is not as scary as it was. And children, I always say, if I'm not married and my whole entire career takes off and I have love to give, all this love I have to give, I'll adopt a child, because why not? If you have all this love, all this passion to give, you should give it. You should give it. You should not waste it, because there are people out there who really want it, who need it. So I'd volunteer, you know. And it's weird. Like, I talk about it now, and like, you guys sort of saw me cry. I don't even like seeing myself cry. Luckily it wasn't that bad, because sometimes I get like real snotty and my eyes are puffy and red. I'm just so ugly. I'm an ugly crier. But I was just like, you changed me, and I can never repay you for that, because you were taken away from me, but there was other people, you know, his family, his siblings. You had other people who loved you, and you're gone. And it's, you know, it's unimaginable. It's unimaginable how life could be cut so short. And then I know I felt regret of making him wait. I mean, 3 years. 3 years. You know, he had the patience of a saint for a stubborn girl like me. And it's hard, you know, to go back and rethink about it and, like, wonder what my life would have been like now if we were still together, if we were still alive, you know, if he was still alive and we were together. Like, would I be doing this right now? Would I be living the life I live now? Would I be Dr. _hyphenate Sosa? I don't know. But I look back sometimes at the really, really cool memories. The laughs, the conversations. And it's okay. It's okay to think about it now. It's okay to It's okay to look back and see all the great stuff that you've had with the person who was going to be your life partner. It's okay. Or the person who was your partner and they weren't even going to be your husband, your wife, whatever. It's great to look back at old loves. Whether it ended horribly or whether it was mutual, it doesn't matter, because it's the happy times that you want to remember, you know? Because I got through it. My support system was amazing. I mean, it's just that I really wish that a love like that could come through. One more time. Of a love like that can come through. And we don't know. It could be different. I could find a life partner one day. You know, someone who understands that on the outside, I'm a whole different person. I hate being called nice. It's so weird. Oh, I hate compliments. I don't hate them. It's just, it's weird to get them because I don't know what to do. You know, who gets it that I'm just like, you know, really awkward. I'm so awkward. But who knows that it's just like me, you know, who knows that at home or in private, because it doesn't always have to be your house, in private, I'm for you, you know, just someone who understands me and how I am, and just accepts me for that. You know, it's hard to find someone who accepts you. It's hard to put yourself out there. It's hard for people to know you when you're afraid of people getting to know you. But I wouldn't lie and say that once in a blue moon I look at that ring and wonder what we could have had. Could there have been little J running around right now? Could there have been little A running around right now? We won't know. But unwavering change, okay, you know, permanent change, that it's massed into your DNA, and it's just like wow, like I want kids, and that's a whole 360. It's a whole 360. I don't mind sharing my life, my happiness with two people, with my husband and my child. I wouldn't mind. I'm so selfish because, like, I don't like dating men with children. I understand that's your child. You know what I'm saying? I understand it's your child and that's your 100%, and that's you. That's all you, and that's great. But the honeymoon phase is so amazing, where you just get to love you and your partner, and it's all there. It's so complicated how I think. I've always said I'm a real big contradiction, and it's true. It's true. It's so contradicting. I'm so condescending. But I am as realistic, as bold, and as truthful as you're gonna understand. Because sometimes it pops up And I say, I would give anything right now. Anything. Just to have you here. For 5 minutes. Just to have you this close to me for 5 minutes. Just to talk to you again. Just to kiss you again. Just to see you again. Like that Wiz Khalifa song. You know, and it's just, you know, it's okay to talk about it now. Yeah, I'll cry. I'll cry like I just did. Luckily, it's not snot nose cry. Progress. But it's okay to talk about it now because this is the whole point, right? The whole point is to be as honest as you can be. And I'm as honest as you possibly can get. And I love talking about him anyway. He was the greatest love I've ever had. It's good to reminisce, you know? It's good to reminisce. Always reminisce. It's always great to have happy memories. You know, it's always great to be happy. Never, ever, ever say that you're going to keep it bottled up. No. Everything in your life is a chapter. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's happy, whether it's sad, whether it's rage, everything. Everything in your book, in the book of your life, is a chapter. And he was the most beautiful chapter that I'd look on forever and ever. I'd go back to it just because I haven't had a love after him that has made me feel that way. And it's okay to sometimes go ahead to look, because that's what we want to do. We want to look. We want to look, and we want to have it all. So it's okay. It's okay to look. It's okay to cry. It's okay to do whatever. That's what makes us human. And to all you out there who are watching this, thank you for watching. And thank you for subscribing. It's not a large number, but it's something. For all who watched my first video, thank you. It's not a lot, but it's something. I don't want to be famous. I just think that if I say something, then maybe I can help others. You know, it's not bad. It's not bad to put a little bit of yourself out there. Just that tiny bit of yourself out there. You might change the world. Anyway, guys, until next time, this is Alex. Thanks for watching.